Flora and Ulysses is a Disney film from 2021. This is directed by Lena, written by Brad Copeland, based on Flora and Ulysses by Kate DeCamillo, and we have a cast including Matilda Lawler as Flora. We have John Kassir as the vocal effects of Ulysses. We also have Alyson Hannigan, Ben Schwartz, and various others. And this, for some reason, if anybody knows why, please feel free to let me know. But for some reason, it's not on Disney Plus, at least in the UK. And I did Google it, and it seems like it's not on Disney Plus anywhere. But correct me if I'm wrong. So I had to pay for this. I rented it. I didn't buy it, but I rented it, and I guess it was worth the money. It wasn't tremendously expensive, but I didn't love it. I like the concept. I love the characters. Visually, it's beautiful, but I don't think the narrative was anywhere near as interesting as it could have been. At the start of the film, a girl called Flora, a 10-year-old girl, saves this squirrel who gets stuck in this vacuum cleaner. And all of a sudden, this squirrel seems to have some kind of superpower. And she names the squirrel Ulysses after the brand of vacuum cleaner. And honestly, what happens after that, I won't give it away, but not much happens. I don't think the story was that interesting. I feel like they tried to make it a meaningful narrative, and it's not that it didn't work. Everything that was delivered fine, but it just wasn't that interesting. There wasn't really a lot of emotion in this. It wasn't particularly funny. The adventure wasn't that interesting. I just don't think they really took the right direction with the narrative. They could have done so much more with this, and I just don't think it delivered. But what we got wasn't bad. There's nothing about it that's badly done. I just don't think it came anywhere close to meeting its potential. However, visually it is beautiful. Flora is a very likeable character. Ulysses is very, very sweet. The performances are great. So it ticks every other box. I just think the narrative is really lacking. I didn't think it was that interesting. Do I recommend it? Well, yes. If you're a Disney fan, of course I recommend it. If you think it sounds like the kind of film that would appeal to you, then certainly check it out. As I said, at least at the time of recording, and at least in the UK, not currently on Disney Plus. So if you're really curious, I'd say check it out. But if you're on the fence and you're not too bothered, I'd say maybe wait until it's streaming somewhere again. But if you're curious, it's maybe worth watching. As I said, I don't think that... Oh, according to Wikipedia, I should have read this first. It was removed from Disney Plus on the 26th of May, 2023. And then it was re-released digitally the following September. So that explains that. It doesn't explain why it was removed, but there we go. So it was sweet. The characters were great. Visually beautiful, bright lighting, gorgeous locations, definitely appealing to look at. Ulysses was fabulous. I really liked Flora. I just don't think the narrative was as interesting as it could have been. So in general, happy to recommend it, but if you're on the fence, then I'd say if your only option is to pay for it, then I'd say maybe wait until it's streaming again. But if you want to pay for it, if you're curious, as I said, I personally don't regret having spent the money on it, but I definitely don't think it was as good as it could have been.